You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Project Runway. We'll break down tonight's episode and you all the latest Project Runway news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Project Runway.
Hello, and welcome to Project Runway AFTERBUZZ TV. We're in Season 9 on Episode 11. We've got lots of fun and exciting things to discuss about Project Runway. I've got wonderful hosts in studio today. I've got my buddy here, Carol Ling England, in the lovely, what is that, Kelly Green today?
It is, I believe.
Beautiful. I myself am Courtney Stewart, and today we have a wonderful special guest who is on the line with us right now. It is the lovely and beautifully talented Melania Trump. How are you doing today, Mrs. Trump?
How are you, ladies?
We are doing fantastic. So glad that you could join us.
Of course.
Absolutely. Well, we have our special segment today. We're going to talk to Miss Melania. She's obviously no stranger to the fashion industry. So I couldn't think of a better way to open up our Project Runway show and to talk to the wonderfully talented jewelry designer, Miss Melania Trump. So I'm hearing it looks like you have the 6th show for your QVC collection, Melania Timepieces and Jewelry, that's coming out actually this evening. How excited are you?
I was on last night at 1 a.m. and I'm on again on QVC Studios live from QVC on Thursday at 8 p.m.
Okay.
So I'm selling the 6th collection and it's really beautiful pieces for holidays that women can buy and even men can buy for women and have fun with it. It's really beautiful pieces, bracelets, rings. So you could wear it for holidays, for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, and a great gift for somebody.
Excellent. Now, you've had pieces in the past that they are very affordable pieces and quite beautiful pieces, actually, that we can definitely give for gifts and everything. So for this collection, was there anything else other than the holidays that specifically inspired you with this new collection? Because you said this was the 6th one, so you've got to keep coming up with new ideas every time. What inspired you this time around?
Well, my lifestyle inspired me. And, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a businesswoman. And also my 3 cities that I call home, it's New York, Palm Beach, and Paris collection. And New York, it's oriented toward business women that you would wear something when you go to the office. And you could wear it in the morning and then when you need to go out for cocktail party at night. For Palm Beach, it's sporty elegance. And for Paris, it's a little bit more chic, a little bit more glamorous, a little bit more sparkle. And you could wear it wherever you need to go to. And it's really something that it's very affordable. Everything is under $200. Great timepieces and great jewelry.
That is fantastic. We love to hear the under $200 price point for us regular people, especially in this economy. Those are great price points for gifts. Now, I also read that you have an education and a past in architecture. Does that also inspire you at all when you're designing your jewelry?
It does. I study architecture and design, and it's my passion. It's my passion for fashion and beauty and travel. So I travel around the world when I was modeling, and I got a lot of inspiration from the architecture and from the books, from the vintage cars, from so many things. I live in New York, and I could just look out of the window, and just New York City, you could get so much inspiration. I had the Chrysler watch. I had Empire State Building. It's coming out. the necklace. Then I had Fifth Avenue watch. Everything was very successful, and women really like the designs because they are classic and they are timeless, and they could wear it many, many years ahead.
And that's so important. I think when you spend your money on something, you want it to last, and maybe even be something you can hand down.
Yeah, and use it for a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
So it's wonderful that you are doing this collection for us. We're excited. I can't wait to take
I'm
more looks at
excited
it.
to
I've
see
seen
it
some
too.
pictures, but I will have to look on QVC to see a little bit more. But in doing that now, you've been doing this for a little while now with the jewelry. Do you have any hopes or aspirations to branch out a little bit further into more accessories or any kind of clothing line or anything?
Well, I'm working on some amazing stuff. It's too early to say, but it's I'm really passionate about, and if it's coming out and when it's coming out, you will hear about, and it's really something special. I'm very involved from A to Z. It's almost, I would say, as well my lifestyle, and I will, I guess, tell you soon.
Okay, well, we will definitely try to check back in on you, and we want to hear more about that when the time is right. But obviously, like I said, this is the Project Runway edition of AfterBuzz TV, so we want to talk a little bit about fashion with you. And you obviously have a very deep history in fashion as a model and very woman of the world, so to speak. So right now in fashion, is there anything with the coming season? It's fall. You guys are in New York and stuff. You might get a little more fall than we're getting out here in Southern California. Yeah. But is there any pieces of styles and clothing that you're really looking into and excited about for this season?
I think you always need to have a great pair of shoes and a beautiful coat. I really like elegance and glamour, and have your own style. Have a style that suits you, and dress the way you feel. Dress for your body, what fits you. Don't show the legs if you don't have a great legs.
I agree.
Don't try too hard. And always elegant. I always say beautiful pieces put together, not too much. It's the most elegant thing, and you could be very fashionable. You don't need to spend a lot of money to look that way.
Sort of less is more. More
is always less is always more, I think. But in saying that, a lot of us do want, one good luxury piece, like one thing that we want to treat ourselves to, or a special bag or a special shoe. Is if you had to recommend the average woman, who's working and it's day to day, but she's going to treat herself to one fantastic luxury piece, what would you tell her to invest in?
I would say in high stilettos.
Oh yes,
beautiful shoes. It really fits you well. Comfortable shoes that you could walk in.
Very important.
I think it's very important. Every woman should have that.
I agree. High heels are the best thing that any woman can give to herself. I'm a shoe person myself. Okay, well, we want to chat just a little if you can give us any kind of scoop at all. We also do a Celebrity Apprentice edition of AfterBuzz TV, and we're all very excited for Celebrity Apprentice to come back. Do you have any inside scoop on what's going on with this Celebrity Apprentice yet with Donald?
I just know that they start to shoot. I don't have any more information. And even I cannot give out anything, so my lips are sealed for now.
Lips are sealed for now.
Yeah, it will be very exciting. It's a great cast. It will be a very exciting season.
For sure.
I can't wait.
I know I can't wait. Now, is there anyone in Hollywood or anywhere that, in terms of the casting, if you had a hand in the casting, like someone that you would love to see on The Celebrity Apprentice?
Well, this season, it's really, even last season was great, and this season it's really good casting. So
the variety.
I don't know, and nobody's in my mind for now.
So far, they're hitting all the right notes, I think.
Yeah,
they're been great entertainment.
Great people.
Excellent. Well, all right. I also wanted to find out a little bit about you personally. Where do you sort of, you get to travel the world, obviously, and you've seen many cities all over the place. What's something that you haven't done that you kind of have on your bucket list and you want to sort of make sure you do it before it's all over?
well, just experience and go all over the world and travel with my son and show Baron. He's now 5 years and a half old, and show him the places that I saw. And it's a great experience. I went to Europe. I showed him Paris last year. We went this summer. In June, we went to Paris. We had a great time. And, he really remembers, and everything what you show them through their eyes, and just put the memories together. And it's really special. And that's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
What did he think of Paris? What was his reaction?
The 5-year-old reaction.
He loved it. He loved it. We had a great time. He loved it. And I will take him back, of course, because it's one of my favorite cities as well. I go there often.
Mm-hmm.
And I will take him back. And I want to show him, more world. I want to really make him, be comfortable in any place as I am. I travel all around. So I think it's very important. It opens your eyes, your horizon, your just the way you think, the way you are.
I think it's a great gift to give your son.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure. We all need that gift. I would like to travel more myself. Okay, well, as much as you do travel and you can adapt, you seem to adapt to all your environments. Now, we have to talk just briefly about the White House. Now, Donald initially, a little earlier this year, was giving us some rumblings that he might run, and that obviously got put aside for now. Do you think that might be something that will come back in the future, maybe? Is he considering political office at any other point, maybe?
Well, it's too early to say. He's very passionate about the country, and the country is in big mess.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still, looking at it. He's still seeing it, and he's very, he loves the country, and he wants to, to help. And he's an amazing guy. He's an amazing mind. Brilliant mind. No one out there as he is. He tells the way it is. He knows the business. He knows how this country needs to be run. Mm-hmm. And we will see what happens.
Okay, well, great. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with our fans and your fans about yourself that you think might surprise most people? Like something we don't know about Mrs. Trump?
Well, I don't think they really know me. I'm not as open book as my husband is, but I think they know me more and more. And, I'm very hardworking and very much. And it's very important. I enjoy it what I do, and I think it's very important that you do what you enjoy and be passionate about.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
For sure. Well, we want to remind everyone that we can catch you again on QVC on October 20th, and it looks like from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern, and that would be Melania Timepieces and Jewelry. And you can order also, if you can get online for that too. And
QVC.com.
Yes, QVC.com, and also available via the 800 number, 800-345-1515. Melania Timepieces and Jewelry is available. Mrs. Trump, we thank you so much for calling into AfterBuzz Television. And Maria Menounos thanks you personally if she was here. She appreciates you so greatly.
She's doing great.
Definitely will. We thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing what else you bring with the fashion and the jewelry and the accessories. We're excited about it, so definitely come through. And there's an open invitation if ever you're in Los Angeles.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.
You do the same.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Very
that was
exciting.
Lovely. I know. We had Melania Trump, in case you're just tuning in. That was Melania Trump discussing her Melania Timepieces and Jewelry, as we said, available on QVC. She will be making a live appearance on QVC on October 20th, again, between 8 and 9 Eastern. Selling her jewelry line, and it's been doing very well in the past, and I'm sure it's continuing to do amazing. So we thank her so much for calling into our little fashion show here. And that was Melania, and I guess we have to shoot to a commercial break before we go into our episode this week. Woo! So we'll be back with you very shortly.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729. 1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
And we're back. I was like, oh, am I going to get some music? Yay! We've got some music. And I always never know what it is.
I know, me neither.
I don't know this at all. Oh! We're supposed to get up and work it.
Oh,
this is very, very good runway material.
Absolutely.
We should have a runway like right down the middle. We need the Barbie runway. Have you been to the big, like one of the FAO Schwartz in New York? They have the Barbie runway.
No.
That's like right in the middle. And they are on like little sticks and there's like a runway fashion show with Barbies. It's the best thing ever.
Genius.
We should have permanent Barbies with our faces on them on the table.
Yes, I would love to be a
That
Barbie.
would be amazing. We should all be Barbies. Welcome back to AfterBuzz TV Project Runway Edition.
Hello.
Season 9, Episode 11, The Final Competition. As you can see, drum roll, we got
That was a bad
Carol Ling England,
Hi.
myself, and we've got Jessie in the booth as usual. And we're going to break down this episode that was quite interesting and a little unexpected, at least in my brain, as
Me
to
too.
what the outcome and whatnot was going to be. So
They are the judges, not I.
they are the judges and not I. So let us begin. So we got this final challenge going on. We got 5 people left. We've got Laura, Kimberly, Victor, Anya, and Josh, whom we don't have a very positive taste for.
He's the wild card.
So, but he's still there. And so they had a very cool, I thought, challenge. I will say that this season, I really appreciate the challenges that they've had to do.
I agree with you because it's got to be really hard to keep thinking up creative challenges. Because how many seasons?
This is season 9.
Is that including when it was on another network?
I believe so, yes.
Wow. So.
Constantly coming up with challenges. And there's what, at least 13 episodes a season?
Oh my God.
So coming up with a new challenge every week.
Impressive that they're getting better.
Yes, they are getting better. And they're always interesting this season. And this episode was no exception. They took a ferry to Governor's Island, and there was a sculpture park display by, the guy's name was Mark DeSuvero. I believe I said that correctly, I hope.
Sounds good.
But I was really interested in him. So I was like, oh, I tried to write it phonetically because I'm sure it's French, but I wrote it phonetically, so I don't remember. Anyhow, so they go to this island. They're supposed to, basically they get golf carts and a camera and they get to roll around the island wherever they want to go, take some pictures, get some inspiration, come back, create 3 looks, put together a fashion show with 3 looks. So like a little mini collection. And they get $500 and 2 days to do it. Again, I'm still impressed by 2 days, 3 looks. I don't know how these people pull this stuff
I don't know how they did it either. And to be as well tailored as most of them ended up to be at that time. Well, they have one outfit, they can't complete it, but now they had 3, and everybody really
pulled up their A games and
help,
tried to do it. Yes, and they did bring in help for each and every one of them. They got to pick based on who got picked out of the bag, and we had Kimberly got Becky, Victor got Oliver, Laura got Anthony, Anya picked Bert, and Josh ended up with Bryce because he was the last one to go. So obviously this is the final challenge. Like they're deciding who goes to Fashion Week, even though it's all a hustle because we all know that everybody got to do something for Fashion Week. That was 8 weeks.
That was
I
kind of
don't like that.
I thought they should have said something on the show. Or did they not know until they had to know?
No, they knew. Because at the time, well, Fashion Week was at what, the 8-week mark of airing, or the 6-week mark of airing, I guess. So they knew that they were going to have to make all these people I don't know. I just don't like it.
No,
Can't
I
they
don't
time
either.
it better so that
to,
it's more of a real
I mean, Fashion Week
surprise?
is only twice a year.
I know. Why can't they just air it and time it the way that it matches up?
Question for you guys, because isn't this week Los Angeles Fashion Week?
Something like that, I think.
I think it started this past weekend.
Yeah, that
so
sounds about
wouldn't
right.
it have went perfect if they just had the show? I know it's
They're not
taped in
going to
New
do
York.
LA Fashion Week. Come on.
It's like second.
That's like,
I mean, you might as well do it in like.
no offense to all those going to LA Fashion Week and doing amazing things at Fashion Week, because that doesn't mean that amazing things don't come out of LA Fashion Week, but
people that are on the show, the goal is New York Fashion
Is
Week.
New York, obviously.
So,
which, however, did you hear about the scandal that like Milan is mad or like gonna schedule their fashion week at the same time as Paris or one of those,
way,
and they don't
like Fashion
care,
Wars?
and they were like argue something, or maybe it's at the same time as New York. Whatever it is, they're overlapping and they won't change, and they're all mad about it for next year or next season. So anyway, that was kind of relevant. So I didn't get the mean bumper that they have now. Anyway, so.
No, that was very related.
It was very related. So, okay, they're in the workroom. And we won't chat too much about the workroom because obviously they had 3 looks, so we got a lot to discuss at the runway. But what I must bring up about the workroom is the buttholery of Joshua.
Yeah.
Okay, the whole time he's like making snarky side remarks about Anya and how she just learned how to sew and she won another challenge and won the $20,000 from last week. And did she really win because of talent or because of beauty? And all
Focus on yourself, buddy. Focus on yourself.
Why do people do that on television?
All I can say is maybe the competition is getting to him. Because
Perhaps.
why else would you be catty like that all of a sudden?
It's like, who cares? She won. Get over it. And if nothing else, you still know you're on TV.
Yeah. I think you forget by then.
And haven't we seen this from him the whole season?
Yes, but it was really, really stank this time.
It was more
like
prominent.
it was just like, oh, you are. And in the past, even though it was mean, like he was mean to Becky, but he was being.
I bet when he watched it, he thought the same thing though.
Yeah, well, they did the after runway thing, the after show that they host that we should be hosting because we'd be way better. Josh like totally was like, oh, I saw that and I was disgusting. I'm so sorry, Becky. Like I was really mean to you. But he was being honest.
Yeah.
That's
different.
He was being honest, and
with Anya, he was just.
I think with
being
Anya, he was just being a full-on
rude.
hater and jealous. Like I think with Becky, he was just being honest, but needed to have some tact in how he was saying
exactly.
And with Anya, he was just being a douche because he was mad because she won $20,000.
Well, and because the one thing I've noticed, I really like Carol. You haven't been here, but I hate him. Like, okay, wait.
He passionately despises him.
Hate is a strong word, but
he dislikes.
He just uses so many. It's like if I believe he's probably so rude to her because there was no real excuse that he could pull out. Because as I've noticed, he goes for the quickest excuse. Even weeks back, with the '70s challenge. How are we supposed to know what '70s like? What?
Yeah, he doesn't have a very good overall attitude.
He's a nasty bastard. Nasty. And he made the comment, oh, this is what made me mad. I had to write it down. He goes, you've gotten by on jumpers and dresses. Can you even make a jacket? I mean, what is a collection without a jacket?
Oh,
I was like, look, maybe she did get by on jumpers and dresses, but they were great.
Exactly.
Okay? And there's no rule that says you got to be able to make a jacket in a day in order to win Project Runway. So stop hating, Josh. Your stuff is whack. But anyway, and there was one other stinky comment from Victor. And the boys, I'm like, come on. Like,
I know.
Usually that's a girl thing. Like good.
Totally.
Why? Victor was like, he was talking about Kim while she was putting her stuff together and called it a tacky zoot suit. He was like, she has no taste. And that's
just
looks like
let's wait till we get to the collections and talk about Josh's.
It was just so unnecessary. But as usual, we want to jump right to the runway because that's the real interesting part of the episodes anyway, as they are 90 minutes long, unnecessarily so.
Very unnecessarily.
Which Tim also agrees, doesn't understand why they're 90 minutes long.
Oh, really?
I heard him on Over Radio.
Good, Tim. We're on your side.
I agree, Tim. And we had a lovely guest judge. It was Zoe Saldana, whom normally I'm not all that into. But I was into her little red
She looked really pretty.
jumpsuit and her hair, and she looked real nice. I thought that was great. So up first, we had Josh running down the runway, and he had 3 items. One was a like short cream white dress with this like netted top and a keyhole back, and then he had that weird skirt that was like sort of fluffy and a darted. It was a studded tank top underneath and a black vest. And then he had the like Statue of Liberty draped gown that OMG was Lurex and it was not lined.
No, it was so. Oh, wow. I can't believe
Okay, the white dress, I don't know why they liked it. Zoe was like, it's very classic. And what I was like, okay, whatever. I don't get that one. But then everybody agreed that the proportion of this vest and the tank top and all that was kind of off and weird, but they really liked the studded tank top. I'm like, it's a studded tank top. Why is that interesting?
I can make one of those probably.
We could like get what do you call those things?
Bedazzler.
Yes, and do that. That wasn't
so easy. Yeah, I did not feel his.
And then the one gown, this one shoulder gown, like Heidi actually said, I would wear it if it was like lined, but
why would you wear it?
It's Lurex. I don't get it. Anyway, that was his.
That's why he did not have the right to be talking such smack.
That's true. But the judges said he showed diversity, and it was. He did get stank though when Heidi was like, "Well, why did you pick that material for the gown?" And she goes, "Why? Because it was nice and shiny." And he's like, "What? Are you making assumptions?" I was like, dude, you always like shiny stuff, so why are you getting angry? But whatever.
Like super
he was very sensitive. So then we had Kim come down. Oh, we have another guest host. Is that Stella trying to join the club? Stella's trying to join our club here and talk about fashion because she got a new haircut today. For those of you that don't know Stella, she is Carolyn's toy poodle that is sitting on the floor yelling at us right now. Okay, so then we had Kim, who did a really bright color palette of like orange and I guess that was like silver brocade.
What was that material? I didn't really understand.
They called the dress one brocade, but then they said the skirt was a slightly different material, but a similar color. So I don't really know. But it was a big old orange coat with a big scarf.
It looked good. I mean, it was pretty.
It was interesting. And then she had a orangey top, or what is that, melon? I don't know. Maybe it was like melon. That was like a keyhole in the front with the high-waisted skirt with the like bejeweled waistband and a weird bunching thing on the side. And then she had that really hot cocktail dress that was just the silver brocade, which was the best piece, and all the judges agreed was the strongest piece in her collection. And she put hot pink shoes on it, which I was very excited about myself.
Yeah, that looked great. Good styling. Awesome. She had really good styling.
She had pretty good styling. But I don't know, like the coat was kind of random to me. Like
I think she's like too hung up on how good she can do coats. Ever since Nina said that, I think that she needs to do something else.
And they said that she should do pants because she did pants really well and there were no pants. I just didn't get it because it wasn't an outfit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, it's a coat, but like, or is it?
What's underneath?
There's nothing under there. So I don't get it. But okay. The judges liked the hot pink shoes and the color palette was interesting. But they said that the girls look like 3 different girls. Not all the same girl would wear that. I didn't necessarily agree with that, but I don't get it. So whatever, go Kim. You were bright and shiny. And then there was Laura. Laura and her circles. She had a circled blazer, black and white, and a weird little slippy skirt.
See, I kind of thought it was cool. I mean, I don't know who would wear it or to what, but...
Then it wasn't cool if you don't know who would wear it or where they'd wear it to. And you
that's true.
And then if you're not going to wear it, claim it, then who is it for?
But I thought, who was the guest host again?
It was Zoe.
She made a good point that the circles, that she placed them really well.
She did. On that gown, it was very perfectly done.
They weren't, like booby circles.
It wasn't like right here
and like crotch
right
circles.
Here. Yeah, that was very true. And I liked how they did comment too on the way she did the black armband with the circles. Like the long gown obviously was her best item, and it was a good idea. For me it was way too literal. Like
it wasn't really my favorite.
Yeah, put some big circles on, and I was kind of disappointed because I think she's way better than that.
Yeah, I think that was kind of an easy way. Maybe she was just kind of brain dead.
She was probably brain dead, and they said this is a horrible time to choke.
Juices to be like
just spitting them out. They're all gone. That sucked. But then that last dress that they kept calling the pillow sack tied with a belt. It was definitely a pillowcase tied with a belt. Yeah. Sorry, Laura, that was pretty awful. And then we have Anya. I loved it.
I just think she's not really, I don't know.
I loved that it was not Prince, which was her goal. And she had done something similar last week with the black dress, something very modern. And I liked the idea that when she was talking through her inspiration about negative space and all the angles are very different. And when they had all the girls turn around and you could see the different angles of the backs and the hems, and I just thought it was really actually in its easily simplistic thing, and it probably would look like a horse sack on me. Like I could probably never wear any of those.
And maybe that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think in that regard, it's wearable for a long, lean, beautiful model, but not for anybody that has anything that might stick out.
Yeah.
Besides
an elbow. Yeah. Or a hip bone.
Your hip bone. I got meat on my bone, so it won't work. Yeah. But I thought it was she's
very thoughtful.
It was very thoughtful, and I could see it when she explained it. And I liked that she was doing something that she kind of doesn't always do and trying to show that she can do that. But I did think, even though they were totally hating on her about not being able to make sleeves, when they were like the two dudes are like, she probably can't even make a sleeve. I've never seen her make a sleeve. She probably can't.
Probably not.
But she's playing to her strengths, and who can be mad at that? She made a dress.
And no judge has said anything. Wear all your sleeves.
Exactly. Because, a sleeve doesn't determine whether or not you have a creative mind and can design something. And maybe she can design something with a sleeve, but she knows she can't sew it, so she's not going to deal with that right now. Absolutely. And she'll get to that when she can have somebody help her sew it. But anywho, I liked what she did, and I love that the redhead model had on that rust outfit, and then the black and the white. And even though the white didn't kind of come out well, I could see that being glorious on a really long, tiny white woman walking down, like all that white and that high split, and it was like origami, and it was just kind of cool. So go Anya, you did well, and they liked it as usual. And then there was Victor.
He's traditionally been doing great.
Yes, he did great. He still did great.
But I think maybe people were just fried.
They had, because it was, I get, and even though they say like, yeah, he went totally commercial, but he knows he can show us like other stuff. He did that on purpose. I was like, did he do that on purpose, or did he do that because it didn't require any creative thought, really? It was just sort of like, oh, this will look really nice and I can make it really well. So I'm just going to do that and put together a collection that would sell.
That could have been the smart play. Because he knew he'd be safe at least and get to go into the finals.
Yes. And I do agree that leather jacket that he made is something that I would buy, because it's something I almost bought because I saw it in Bloomingdale's last season. And I'm upset. And for that reason, I'm bothered. I'm still bothered by the stuff that most of them are doing, because it's like, I've seen this stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, I feel like they're designing stuff we see in the mall right now. And that's not exciting to me at all.
Well, but when was this filmed? Maybe
maybe
we're catching
like
up
over the summer, I guess, like early spring into summer.
That doesn't. On some of the previous seasons, there's really been visionaries where you saw where fashion was going. It's kind of where fashion is now.
Yeah, I feel like they're just making
good stuff that you could wear.
That's
tomorrow.
Nice, but okay. You could, see that in the mall and go and make it if you can sew. So why are you interesting and deserve to win this? So I don't know. I'm just not as thrilled about everything.
It's because you saw the final runway.
Is it? Because I saw the final runway and it's ruined me for the last 6 weeks. How long has it been?
I know. That's why they can't do that next year. It's a total
But they do it all the time. The only thing, I don't think it's ever been that accessible, for one. And it hasn't been, because they never line it up perfectly with Fashion Week. I can't recall one time that they've done that.
No, yeah, I mean.
But usually they either don't let cameras in to like get it out, or I don't remember what they did the season before.
Or maybe it's so close that, don't they get a few weeks off from the end of Project Runway to
do Fashion Week? Yeah, they have 30 days or 60 days to go home. And
so maybe it's just been timed closer to that, because I don't like that I've seen all the final, and
I would like it if it was good, and I was like, ooh, my God, they're all so amazing. Who is it gonna be?
I guess that's true. Maybe if they were all fabulous, it would have been more exciting. Anyhow,
and maybe I don't get to judge because I can't sew a pillow, but
I can't thread a needle. So.
I can sew a button. I haven't had to thread a needle in God knows when. I don't think I could see it now.
Oh, probably not.
Not since I had eye surgery. Oh, God. Anyway, so we ended up the episode. They're all on stage, obviously, and they get to like, why do you get to go to Fashion Week, and why should so-and-so go to Fashion Week? And so everyone picks who they pick, and I laughed because everybody picked Anya as somebody they would take with them. She's the only one that got picked by everyone. And I also laughed because Kimberly is the only one that picked all the girls. And I laughed because I thought about their girl pact.
Oh, you're right.
And she's the only one that seemed to really care about the girl pact at this point.
That is so funny.
So go Kimberly for trying to be loyal and whatnot. But I don't think anybody else even picked her. No. She's the only one that picked herself. That is sad. But they interestingly said, the judges were like, I get the girl that Kimberly designs for. She's this glamorous, like, wonderful, like, urban girl. And I was like, I thought I was kind of glamorous and urban. And I don't
and you
think
wouldn't
I'd
wear any of that?
anything. Except maybe that dress, the cocktail dress.
Yeah, that was cute.
But even that, not in reality, because all those little dresses that they have all these puckers and hips. And like, boo, I already have hips. Like, I don't need you to sew me some to make some hips. Like, I already have them. So... nonetheless, that was interesting. She's the only one that stayed with the girl power. And of course, they picked 4 out of the 5 to go on. Anya was at the top of the list. Victor came in second. Josh came in third, which I'm still baffled by a little bit.
Me too. I do not get it.
And Kim took the 4th slot. So poor Laura, snooze, went home. And I think it was just because Nina Garcia did not like her.
Probably.
I don't think it had anything to do with anything else.
No, because I think she's done really well all season.
And I think I guess I was trying to remember, like she and Kimberly, like, I guess they were fairly comparable throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I think they've both done really well in at least one challenge. Because Kimberly had the outfit that she made for Nina that won. Mm-hmm. And then I think Laura won something for a dress, maybe. I don't remember. But I feel like they were kind of always in the middle and not awful, but not great. So I kind of wondered how they ended on Kim, and I think it's just that Laura choked in the end.
Yeah,
because
so sad.
She made a sack, and she was crying, and it was sad because she was like, "Oh my God, I wanted to be a designer since I was 8, and this is so upsetting." And she was. But really
she still
upset.
got New York Fashion Week, which was her dream. And she said so.
Her collection.
But see, maybe she was so pissed that she'd been kicked off that's why
she had the drive to do it. I mean, maybe, but I believe her collection in the end, when we saw all the ones, hers was the best one to me. I didn't think it was amazing by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I didn't think it was like new or innovative or that interesting, but it was beautiful clothes. So of all of them, I thought hers was the best, and she's not going. Well, not in the running. But what I'm interested in wondering is that they've picked 4. So, like, are we judging between all 4? Are they going to have them all make a collection and then pretend to eliminate one next week? Because they have 2 more episodes, because they said, one more episode.
Or is it going to be one of
final
those
runway
stupid ones where it's 2 weeks they make us watch worth of Fashion Week?
I don't know. Probably.
So that'd be 3 hours.
Well, maybe how they did it when they did with Christian Siriano and Chris March, when they came back and they had to show like their best and then make one more, and then one of them got kicked off. But it's still stupid because everybody showed at Fashion Week. So what's the point? I don't understand.
I don't really get that either.
I just kind of want the finale next week, and I'm annoyed that it's not the finale yet.
No, we have a delay.
Or I want it this Thursday. I mean, I forget that we're a week sort of behind.
Yes.
Because we didn't do last Thursday. Nonetheless, that was our Project Runway episode this week, and it was not that exciting.
Yeah.
We all kind of feel like, I'm not that excited. I'm not that excited going into the finale.
No.
I don't really care.
I know, and that's such
and it makes
a
me
bummer.
sad because I love the show and I love the idea.
And it started out pretty exciting, I think,
we
at
thought
the
we were
beginning.
going to go somewhere, and it's gone nowhere.
Everybody just fell apart.
Yeah, we're bored. Sorry, Project Runway. Anya. And it's sad because we already know what they're going to present. Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if it was all dummy stuff that we saw and we're going to see all new stuff?
That would be genius.
Please. If that's the case.
That would be a good twist.
Maybe they did like a fake show and then a real show. I would be thrilled to pieces.
That would be cool. But I have a feeling that's not the case.
I have a distinct feeling that it's not either. But I just can't believe that that's all Anya came up with. That we saw, like, her stuff was really awful in the online-ness.
If you haven't seen it, I suggest going to look.
Yes, I don't know. Hold on, let me see if I know this website, if I can pull it out real quick.
Because it's really interesting to see what we're looking forward to seeing.
Yes, it is allprojectrunway.blogspot.com/2011. Check it out. It was pretty bad, pretty sad. And I will say nothing else about it, and we will move into our other segments because we'll be talking about it again next week and how bored we were with it again. Well, the music is more interesting than what we had to go on this week. I feel like I should be like in the club doing belly rolls.
That would be really easy.
Oh, yes. Where are they now? It's funny how I remember the names, but I don't remember where they are now. So let me pull up my notes about where they are now. That is the lovely Ping Wu.
I don't remember her.
She was from season 8. Oh, no, sorry, season 7. So she was 2 seasons ago. And I remember that she was kind of insane because she would be on the tables in the workroom, like wrapping herself in the fabrics and like
I remember
and
her.
she didn't know how to use a dress form. She could only use herself, so she was like origami queen with the fabric because everything was like all crazy and complicated. But she is still working. She sells her line in various modern art museums across the country.
I didn't know they had clothing.
Some of them do, but apparently I didn't know they would have like anything other than like t-shirts.
Yeah, or like a shawl.
But yeah, she does, and apparently she is in a few upscale boutiques overseas, but nothing in the States right now. So she's still working, and she was an interesting creature when she was there. So congratulations, Ping. We'll keep up the good work. And secondly, we had Maya Luz. She was also in season 7 with Ping, and she got all dramatic and left.
Now
the pressure was too much. The pressure was too much. But apparently, she's still New York City based.
How'd that work out for her?
She's not done with the fashion game. She's still going hard. Her line, Maya Luz, is about to debut its 4th season come spring of 2012. And she's also working on a corresponding line of accessories. And if you can see her little handbag in the picture, it looks like a what do you call those things? A
ball and chain.
Ball and chain thing. She has all these little bags like that are balls and chains and studs and kind of wild.
Is it attached to your wrist?
Yeah, it's like a little wristlet. So it was interesting, and her website looked like a S&M website. But hey, you know, whatever works with the ball and the chain and the studs, it's selling. She's got a website up. It looks good. And the photo shoots were interesting. And congratulations, Maya Luz. You're still working, even though you ran away from Project Runway like a big old punk.
It didn't totally ruin your career.
It didn't totally ruin your career. Totally didn't ruin your career. And I think that Stella is trying to tell us that this has to be the most slow episode of Project Runway ever. And she's over it. So we will, she's even growling. She's like, this was whack. This is awful. Okay, so we want to, we got predictions, but like really?
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
What happened to the ghoul music?
Y'all were complaining about it.
We were complaining about it, but you had to at least keep it till Halloween. How you going to take it away before Halloween?
Because wait till you hear the next one that I have, just because it's Halloween.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, we have predictions. Okay, pick your winner, Carol Ling.
Victor. And I'm going based on, not on the final, because I'm going to pretend like I haven't seen it.
You're going to pretend like you haven't seen it? Okay. If I can pretend like I haven't seen it, then I would go and stick with Team Anya, because she's the last one on my list. And I hope she pulls it out, even though that crap was looking like rags from Hebrew days of Jesus and whatnot. So anyway, that's our show for this week. Thank you for joining us. Thanks again goes out to Mrs. Melania Trump, who joined us earlier in the episode. Check out her Melania timepieces and jewelry collection on QVC. And until next week, or actually Thursday, you'll catch us again for the second to last episode. And we're going out with some more music that I don't know.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.